There we go. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to a very special stream today. I've got with me here today a very special friend, one Desmo Days. You may have seen him in chat, also known as Nick. Hello there. How you doing?
Hey, hi, hello. What are your fans called? Do you have fans?
Uh, I, what do you want to call yourself since you're my one and only number one fan?
Uh, I don't know. Well, we'll be.
We'll workshop it.
I don't know.
We'll save that for 2.0.
The Papas Fritas.
Sounds good. I want some Papas
All right.
Fritas later. But yeah, so hopefully you can take a look at stream and see the wonderful VTuber that I've set up for you. I spent many a minute on it.
Let me actually log into Twitch.com.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Are you sharing your screen? I don't.
I'm not. I can if that would be easier for you.
Now I'll just put it up on. Put it up on the telly.
Put it on the tele. There you go.
Oh, there I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's me.
It's you.
I'm
Toxic
Mr.
Yowie.
Face Blindness. Oh boy.
The most toxic. It's so funny because my wife and her friends know very little about 100 Line. One of the things they do know is Mr. Toxic Yowie. And they don't know how truly toxic that Yowie is. It's really bad. But I'm the
like Bender Benning Rodriguez. I do want to kill all humans.
Except Fry.
Except Takumi.
Except
Yes.
Takumi.
We all love redheads.
We all love fucking insane redheads. Which I guess is a bit of an oxymoron. So,
a little redundant.
As you can see, I have here the official tier maker. I had to do some digging for this because one of them was just like, oh, all the different routes. And I was like, yeah, no, fuck that. I guess also for anyone who may be watching that is unfamiliar with 100 Line, it's a long ass video game. And I've talked about it before, and we are going to spoil the absolute shit out of it today. So be ready for that.
If you have not played this game, leave.
Yeah,
Go.
leave and go play it. It's only 300 or so hours. Speaking of which, how much time did it take you to finish the game? Because you had a bunch of quality of life updates that I did not have. So I'm curious if you have that.
It says
number.
my playtime is 234.9 hours.
I think that's a whole 100 hours shorter than mine. Mine, yeah, mine's about 330. You can knock off maybe 6 hours of stuff I did after the fact just to fully 100% it. But yeah.
I was able to skip most of the battles and most of the exploration, which I don't think you were.
No, by the time I finished the game, skipping exploration was absolutely not a thing. You had to do that each and every fucking time, and it sucked.
I'm sure that will affect the rankings when we get into that.
Yeah, it definitely will. Oh my god, serial battle. Fucking serial battle. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's start with the naming of these tiers, because obviously letters are boring and shitty, and if you truly want people to yell at you, you need to name these fun names. So
okay, so we're calling D tier Gaku tier.
I mean, we can, but there's gonna be there are worse endings than Gaku endings.
That's true. But they're all as bad as Gaku is.
They are all as bad as Gaku is. I think A tier can be, this could have been its own game.
Yeah.
There are definitely plenty of endings that are if this is the only ending you got, that'd be perfectly satisfying.
I mean, I guess that would make S tier the ending.
Yeah, and this is our list. I think there's room for a few up here, but yeah. I fucking hate when people make these lists and they have 20 things in S tier. It's that's not what S tier is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the best of the fucking best. If everything's the best, then nothing's the best.
I would say so, yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, we'll leave that. And then we've got our B and C tiers.
C tier, I'd say, is forgettable endings, the throwaway ones, what is it? The conspiracy route endings.
I feel like that should get its own tier of just like garbage. I was going to put those in Gaku tier, but yeah. And then B is, it's fine. It's an ending.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we don't necessarily have to go in numerical order, much like the game itself. So if there's anything you want to get out of the way early, we can start with that.
I don't really remember the names or the order, so I think it's useful just to go by number.
Okay, that's fine then. And I don't think I have it up on stream, but if you want, I can change that. I have the game open so that I can look at any sort of reminders, because those kind of don't fucking exist online, which is stupid, but whatever.
We can get into that when we need it.
All right, so let me just open it up for my own. No, I don't need that. Also, like, I don't know if you've tried to play this game with mouse and keyboard. I feel like the mouse and keyboard design was designed by fucking aliens. For example, guess what the back button is?
I remember space was the enter key or whatever.
Space is confirm, and that's fine enough, I guess.
You have to press escape for something.
No, that would make sense.
Tab?
No, that would make sense. It's X.
Oh.
It's X and Z, like I'm playing a fucking Game Boy Advance emulator in 2004. I don't know if we're allowed to say emulator, but I also don't care. Okay, so I've got that open. So I guess, yeah, let's just start with Zero, Last Defense Academy, the one ending that everybody gets if you get an ending.
Honestly, I would have put that in S tier, but
yeah, I just wanted to separate it out from everything. But yeah, there are certainly better endings, but it is a good, well-crafted
if it had ended
ending.
there, I would have been, boy, I can't wait for a sequel.
Yeah, it'd have been like, oh, it was weird that I didn't have a lot of choices to make, but you know what? That was a pretty solid ending. So yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because 100 Line it's basically like 3 or 4 games bundled together.
Yeah, exactly. It's
one game, and then it's the sequels that are all side stories.
Yeah, and then it's like 4 sequels. Yeah, shit, it's the length of, at least for me, 3 fucking Persona 5s.
I was actually thinking about it this morning, and I think part of the appeal of 100 Line is, like, there's a lot of content, and a lot of it is not really as good as some of the other parts of it. And it reminded me a lot of, like, Star Trek TNG, where there's some stinker episodes, but you still like them because you like all the characters in them. And it's just kind of fun to hang out with your favorite guys.
I know it's cliche, and I know I've brought it up before, but I would love to do a podcast where we watch TNG, and I know there's already a bunch of them. I watched a bit of TNG when I was younger. I have not seen it in many years. Really, any Star Trek.
Well, I'm down for a rewatch.
There you go.
Right. I'll always hang out with my boys Data and Geordi.
Hell yeah. We'll work on that in the future. But yeah, I agree. It's definitely like these are, as far as like Uchikoshi and Kodaka games go, this is one of the best casts they've ever had. That's a bunch of likable characters, and even the shitty characters have their moments. And whether that's because we spent so much time with them or because they were just better crafted, I can't really say. But yeah,
I'd say part of it is, for the Danganronpa formula, you kind of have to twist some of them into becoming murderers, which makes them a little unlikable.
That's true. Yeah, some of them. And then, either that or they just feel out of character because a murder needed to happen.
Yeah. So, as a necessity for this, they all needed to be somewhat likable.
Yeah, I agree.
Except for Gaku.
But I mean, there's always got to be that one just like unlikable shit ass. And surprisingly, it's not Shelma.
No, usually the tiny little Maggot Boy is the worst character.
Yeah,
But not this time.
it's either that or the massive pervert, but they made the smart decision of making the pervert a woman this time, so nobody can hate her.
There's also Gaku.
There's also Gaku, who is a pervert, but he's, less perverted than most perverts.
There's also Yugamu.
Yeah. But if pervert, why hot or something? I don't know. I don't like Yugamu, but I know people do. I guarantee all those toxic yaoi people, Yugamu's number 2 under Eito.
He's not even that toxic.
He literally, cuts himself open and, I'm going to pretend to murder you to get off because it's the only way I can get off anymore. There is almost nothing more toxic.
There's hiding under someone's bed.
Yeah, he would do that. He absolutely would do that.
I guess technically he did when he slipped that transponder inside Ava.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot his ninja ass cheek technique. He can just sort of put stuff wherever he wants.
Yes, women have more hiding places than men.
Yeah.
Kojima taught me that.
Yeah, and Pokemon.
Anyway, on to the next one.
Yeah, I guess we got 100 more of these fuckers to go. Farewell Last Defense Academy. Was that just... I think that was a fairly basic one.
No, I think that's the one where you get the cutscene
with
Nozomi at the end. Which I'm going to say that's S tier.
Yeah, I agree. So in game, it has the route in there, and I really wish it had that on this. This is, Last Defense Academy second scenario. So this is I would say the other canon ending. And I like having these side by side so you can see how mirrored they are. I didn't realize that because for me, these endings were a couple 100 hours apart.
Yeah,
that's the other crazy part about this game is everything is so far apart, and just between the two of us, we experience them in a completely different order.
Yeah.
We'll get to it, but one of my favorite endings that we might end up fighting about, I experienced much earlier than you, and maybe that affected our enjoyment of said ending. But yeah, no, I agree. Ending 1 is absolutely fantastic.
And ending 2, I believe that's
just sort of...
That's the one where they get their brains wiped, right?
Yeah, I think that's just reset, do it again. I believe it's literally called reset. I mean... It's forgettable in that that's the whole point of the ending.
I'd put it at B or an ending tier.
Yeah, it's
meant to be unsatisfying. It's kind of like the spoilers for AI Somnium, the AI Somnium 2 ending, where everything is all right.
Yeah.
At what cost?
I like that one though. That's what's sad. It's the least canon ending. Yeah, I don't know. It's I feel like I don't. It almost feels like a failure. I kind of don't like calling it an ending because it's kind of not. But I guess it is
because you're making a cowardly choice to cop out. So it's giving you not quite a punishment, but
I guess so. Yeah, because this is the one where you win and kill everybody, but it's hey, can you also wipe our minds so that we don't remember the horrible travesties of war?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Then... And
also the interbreeding.
Oh, yeah, no, there's... man. Well, I mean, there's got to be some sort of genetic diversity, right? How do Futurians even work? We may never know. Actually, if Uchikoshi and Kudaka get their way, we'll know way too extensively.
We're going to get the whole genealogical tree.
Yeah. So, praying for hope. I believe this was fucking Eito just imagining how happy everyone is with his ass dead.
Is that the one?
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Goodbye Eito. Where he's just imagining, and you get to see all of the pictures of everyone having fun, and he's there even though he wasn't.
Yeah, Goodbye Eito is not... It's a side story. It's not an actual route.
Yeah, I will say I really liked the part where it turned into a side story, and I wish there was more of that. Kind of sucks that Eito's really the only guy that ever gets the camera put onto him besides Takumi.
I mean, Nozomi does at the end of second scenario, sort of.
Yeah, it's true, but yeah, that's even way less time than him. Hell, Eito gets multiple endings out of that.
No, the devs just love Ato more than anyone.
It is true. They absolutely love him.
But yeah, it's not a really good ending because you don't really know what happens to the Academy after that. It's just a look into Ato's brain
Yeah,
in which he acts completely out of character from the rest of the game.
well, he got his brain scrambled. What is in character for a man whose whole existence is fake?
I don't know, but I do know that Ato is a piece of shit,
Hey,
and I really don't believe he would turn on a heel that quickly.
no, you're probably right, but fuck Ato. That's the moral of the story here today. Failed alliance. I think this one was just like, you're like, yeah, I'll ally with you guys, and then they trick you because that's what they do.
I think no, I think that's the one where you refuse Commune's deal,
Oh,
right?
is that it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then it ends up being just a all-out war between all sides. It's forgettable.
Yeah, it is definitely forgettable considering that I forgot it. But yeah, it's not that happy of an ending, and yeah, I think it just comes kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And if you feel we need to add tiers, I think that's possible too. So we don't need to be locked to 5. It's our list. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
My War.
My War.
I really
That's
like
the
My
one.
War.
Yeah, it's between there and it's an ending. Yeah, it's the choice you get when you choose not to sacrifice Nozomi at the end of the cooperate with the rebels route.
Yeah. And I, as much as I don't hate Nozomi, but she's far from best girl, but I like the idea of her getting to do stuff. I guess it's not exactly after the war. I think it's still going on, but
Yeah, Route Zero really sets up Nozomi a lot, and then they just kind of fumble her in the back half, the back 75% of the game.
Yeah.
She doesn't really get a lot. Yeah, I'm fine with that placement.
Yeah. Then we got Seeds of Hope.
And I think that can go right next to it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's crazy how much Takumi gets with this entire fucking family.
Yeah, their entire bloodline.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting one to revisit in DLC.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would definitely like both of these. This could almost be called this top picks for DLC tier. Yeah, I would definitely love to see what those two do on their own.
It's also one of the ones that contradicts the SF route, in which, they say it varies, but like the time loop starts again at 10 o'clock on day 100 or something.
Yeah.
And that one takes years before that happens, apparently.
Yeah, which is hilarious. It's kind of like Returnal. I don't know how far you got into that game or if you even remember it.
I don't remember at all.
So it was a PS5 launch game that you're a lady in space doing space stuff. You crash land on this alien planet, and every time you die, you time loop and you restart. So spoilers for that game that very few people have played. It's roguelike, which is really cool. Once you beat the final boss, you get the thing you need, you get on your ship, you go back home, you tell everyone about the planet, you have a wonderful life, you get married, you die, and then you're back on the fucking planet. So it's like, yeah, no, you're locked in this time loop. Just because you leave the planet doesn't mean you get to leave the time loop, and then you have to do it again, but the game is harder.
Taking Roy off the grid.
But yeah, that is a weird one where it's like, yeah, no, most of the time it ends at this really specific time, but sometimes it doesn't. And I wonder if that was like something that they came up with later to explain SF, or if like they just didn't properly explain, yeah, no, this is just like a view of things that'll happen later.
I think they weren't all on the same page when they were routing these routes, and Uchikoji just kind of threw in that line to explain away why some routes don't end like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Look, some of these need a bit more time. You'll understand 99 routes from now.
And the next one is thank
Thank
you.
you.
This is the Ava route.
Yeah.
I like Ava's shonen blow up.
I do. I love Ava. She's definitely top tier, but this particular ending, it's a really cool lead up. I love the fucking fight with her and Veshnis.
I think it would have been better if, because in some scenarios you do get to play with a powered up character, if they had just let you fight Veshnis one-on-one with Ava.
That would have been really cool. That probably also would have taken a shitload of development time to develop basically an entirely new class of character that you're only going to use
They just needed to buff her stats like they do with Takumi at the end of second scenario. Just give you 99 HP.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that would have been worse than just telling you how cool the fight was. I don't know. I feel like that works exactly once, and they did it at the right time.
I mean, they also did it in the coming of age route at the end, where everyone got their cool DBZ power up.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, moving on to the real...
Moving on to the much better Ava ending. Look, we've got very little canonical sex in this game, and this is one of them.
It proves Takumi's balls work.
Takumi's balls work incredibly well. And it I guess,
very fertile.
Despite just being like related to most of the people in the game, Ava's not one of them, so this is probably for the best.
Yeah, Takumi's the one who gets all the non-incest ships.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
And also all the incest.
I was going to say, and a little of both.
The privilege of being the main character.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's also another one that does not end on the day. Or maybe the pregnancy cycle for Futurans is super short. Who the fuck knows? They don't get into that yet.
Yeah, I suspect that Futurum is just Earth in the future. They didn't space travel, they time travel.
Just kidding, dipshits. That'd be funny.
Futurans are just humans.
Remember all those lies we told you? Those were also lies. Here's the real lie.
Or it's just somebody built a parallel leap machine and took the whole fucking space station to a parallel Earth.
We made a giant parallel leap machine, like in my favorite movie, Fantastic Four, First Steps. If I had a nickel for every piece of media with a parallel leap machine this year.
Yeah, I was watching Peacemaker. It got a parallel leap machine, baby.
That's what I heard, yeah. I think so. I've been helping my parents get their, like, they're canceling cables, so I've been helping them get all of their, like, streaming services, which means now I have all the logins and passwords again.
Nice.
So we can definitely watch some of those later. And now for one that is definitely going to be controversial, and might even require its own tier. So, endurance match. Really interesting concept that I feel they botched 100% at the finish line.
I mean, I guess they don't want it to have a happy ending because it's, the Ato route.
Yeah, but of all of the ones to have a happy ending, I feel like that one should have been it. It feels like
an ass pull at the very, very end, though. It feels like something a Blumhouse movie would do.
Just like, sequel bait. See, that part pisses me off so much.
I wouldn't put it in forgettable. I'd put it in it's an ending.
I guess so. I just really hate it, but yeah.
You can put it in Gaku tier if you want.
Yeah, that's like...
But I don't think it's forgettable. We both remember that ending very clearly.
You're right. It's not forgettable. All right. So let's, you know what? Let's make a new tier. Let's, add row below. Perfect. Okay. What color are we going to make this one? Some kind of blue? I don't give a shit about colors anymore. All right. We'll make Gaku tier purple. And we can make this something higher than purple. All right. That should be fine. Oh, I fucked it all up. Okay, no, that's fine. I haven't fucked it up. I'm good and smart and cool. All right, that's fine.
Roy G. Biv is observed.
Yeah. It's all right. I'm a man. I don't see as many colors because of genetics or something that was probably disproved 10 years ago.
No, I don't see color because I'm a Republican.
What do we call this?
This made me mad tier. Almost good.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, just it was. Oh wait, yeah, no, that goes right there. There we go. I'm figuring things out. Yeah, so it really was close to maybe even I don't know if could have been its own game, but yeah, I feel it is below C tier. This is an ending. Let's throw some letters in there too. Sometimes you just want to say a letter instead of a whole ass name. Oh my god.
For brevity.
The soul of wit, they say.
Brevity, wit, yada yada.
G for Gaku. And then we've got Together Forever.
Oh, I don't even want to know about Gaku G. Fuck that. Fuck
everybody
that
gets a G. You get a G, and you get a G, and you get a G.
Well, that would have been an interesting round.
Well, maybe they'll DLC that. I guarantee there'll be more G's.
Oh, yeah.
But,
okay.
So Together Forever. That one I feel was much better done.
Yes, that one. I mean, the whole multiple Atos route is basically a Twilight Zone episode.
It is, yeah. It's what if Ato got his own little route, other than his own little route,
other than his own little route, other than his own little route, other than all the routes that he invades and takes over for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. God, I love that.
Yeah, I'd put it there.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. There are worse endings, like Endurance Match. And then we're gonna start it here because it's Eternal Hate. Just like, haha, I got Takumi to kill everybody. Was that
so for Yaoi fangirls? That's a high tier one.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I think for that route, that is the ending for that route.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna do expanded DLC, I would want to see what Ato Takumi gets up to, or Hateful Takumi.
Hateful Takumi.
You know, like Violent Ken.
Good old Violent Ken.
Evil Ryu. Hold on a sec.
There we go.
Stupid dog is making me look bad.
Not getting out of this chair.
But yeah, I don't consider that one forgettable because I consider that the canon ending of the multiple Atos route.
Okay. So we thinking B tier? Do you want to try and fight for an A tier?
Nah, I'd say put it B.
Because I
don't like Ato that much.
Maybe I just did it fairly early, but I genuinely don't remember this at all. Okay. And I remember Together Forever an Endurance Match.
It's the one where Ato tricks. Well, he doesn't really trick him. He just makes Takumi kill all his friends.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Which is sort of the other route of tragic end, right? Where isn't this one where you just like give up and don't kill anybody, and Ato's like, all right, well, you're dead.
Yeah, it's the one where Takumi's friends all murder him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one is forgettable.
Yeah, I think that one's fine.
It's the good ending of that route, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Too bad Siri didn't have his fucking USB to use.
His magic USB that shows up sometimes to solve all the problems.
You know, I'm still not convinced that USB actually works.
Maybe that's the secret. Maybe it's a placebo effect.
I really think if they do DLC and it continues off from SF route, Ato's going to reveal he was never brainwashed or unfucked. He's just playing along till he could get to the satellite.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you guys. I figured why not? I've tried everything else. That's another thing, like if they do, like, there's 100% going to be a thing where Ato's like, yeah, no, I knew about the time loop. I just didn't tell you guys because I'm not stupid.
Yeah. it is kind of an asshole that Hiroko also has time loop powers, but whatever.
Yeah, sometimes you have multiple powers, don't you?
I suspect because Kako had visions, maybe they all have that ability to some extent.
That is, yeah, because
Takumi
Shoma
and
was
Hiroko
able
are just the
to.
best at it.
Yeah, I'm maybe.
Well, Shoma's was his hemoglobin protecting his brain from intrusion.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe there is some weird thing with all of their abilities that can translate into time shenanigans.
Yeah. Because they do travel through blood space to get to parallel worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And that apparently defies time and space and all that. So
that's something else I'd like
say?
Explained more, but I have a feeling it's more of a we just needed this to be a thing so that we could explain some shit away.
Yeah. Well,
like
we'll see.
Yeah. Like, duh, key ship can travel through blood space. Why? What do they have to do with blood space? Shut up. That's what. Oops, game's over.
Because Uchikochi and Kodaka are definitely committed to making more of this.
They sure are.
I don't think they want to make sequels. They just want to keep adding to this game.
Yeah, I've heard of a thing called Destiny's 10-year plan, so best of luck to you guys. But whatever gets me more game at the end of the day, I guess.
Pretty much. All right, moving on.
Moving the fuck on. So the war is over. I had a... I'm going to put it here.
I don't even remember that one.
So this and the next one, 14, are the end of Serial Battle.
Oh, yeah. Not worth it. Real anticlimax.
I genuinely liked the fight at the end of Serial Battle, which I'm not even sure you did.
I think it did make me do the two Veshnas fight.
Yeah, so I guess
it was technically a unique fight.
We'll back up for just a second. So Serial Battle is a complete bullshit route where you are doing fights almost nonstop every single day for 100 fucking days. There is like maybe 20 days of rest total. Otherwise, you are doing a fight. And when I was playing the game, I had to do every single one of those fights. And it's not like I did Serial Battles early. I did it pretty late in my playthrough. But they were like, no, you are going to feel the exhaustion that these characters feel. You are going to do these fights. And it was hell.
Well, that's what makes games art.
It made me feel the exhaustion. It truly did put me in the situation. And for that reason, I'm fine putting this ending here just because it made me feel like I was in the game. It just sucks that sucked so much. But also, I genuinely like the double Veshnas fight. It was the most difficult fight in the game, in my opinion. It was the only one where I genuinely had to... I had to let a bunch of characters die. I think it's my lowest, ranking fight. Because I was like, I am going to sacrifice everyone just so Takumi and fucking Nozomi can kill these bitches. And I think, sorry, I think my school ended up having almost no health left at the end. It was literally the last turn. One more hit and the school died and I killed him.
I don't recall struggling with it that much, but I might have been more level up than you.
I think you might have been. I did it point. Not super late, but not super early either.
Yeah, I think it was pretty late in the game by the time I got to that point.
Yeah.
But it was definitely one hell of a fight. And then the ending happened, and then you go back to the rest of the game.
Yep, and then you're like, all right, cool. That was the thing. Let's play the rest of the game now. And then 14 is just the bad version of that ending. I'll be honest, I don't even remember the fucking choice you make.
Takumi decides to use the parallel leap machine to save his friends in another timeline, even though it doesn't work that way.
Oh yeah, because he's stupid. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, not they're both not great endings as an ending. As a route, it feels more like a game mode that they turned into a route.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, some people are going to want to fight a lot. We'll put that in there.
We'll put that in there so you can play the game.
We'll also put no plot in there.
Yeah. It would have been nice.
It's open with the really cool part of Flame Boy blowing up Ato, and I always appreciate routes where Ato dies horribly.
Any route where Ato dies and I don't have to be the one to kill him is a good route. You're 100% on that.
So it has that going for it. But
Yeah.
we're ranking endings, not routes.
This is true, and I guess if that's the case, then as much as I like it, it is the epitome of forgettable. And now we
Anyway,
get our little Gaku tier list going, because oh look at all of these dumb endings right here.
yep, yep, yep. I'd say actually the final one in that route, Lambs to Slaughter, is a good ending.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But all of the others are dog shit.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah,
It's also, you might be able to put these in This Made Me Mad tier because there was some interesting stuff that could have been done with that concept.
yeah, that's like as much as I like the thing with Lambs to the Slaughter, let's just go ahead and jump to that, is like the ending itself kind of sucks and is nothing, but then you see the title card, and that is where it's all like, oh shit, she was a lying piece of shit the whole time. Or he, I forget what Nigo's whole thing was.
I believe Nigo and Sierra are both non-gendered, but they stick with male pronouns for reasons.
That's fine.
Oh, also to explain to anyone watching who doesn't remember this route, Nigo gets bonked on the head, and it turns out there's a secret spy AI hidden in his brain, and then it takes you on this whole conspiracy of Takumi having to do a bunch of stupid shit. And at the end, Nigo tells them there's a second escape pod. There's no second escape pod.
There's absolutely no. Get on the bus. We're gonna take you to the second escape pod. And then you get on the bus and you get the ending name, Lambs to the Slaughter. So yeah, I don't know. It's that this is again
a great ending to a route that sucks, and it's usually the reverse of that.
Yeah. The whole route has just a bunch of dead ends. Like, hey, 50-50, pick an option. If you pick the wrong one, that's just an ending. Like the most padding you've ever seen in a game that has 100 endings. Which, like, to be fair, this game has a shitload of unique endings, not you. But there's a bit of padding in that. This was some of the first that I encountered where I was like, what the fuck, guys?
I'm going to say it's a lot like UFO 50 in that there's going to be like maybe 10 to 15 endings you really vibe with, and then a bunch more you don't.
And then a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, I agree. I almost want to make a this is another one that I feel could be made much better with DLC.
Do we need a had potential tier?
Yeah, I think we need a has potential tier. Maybe we'll put that
wasted potential.
Yeah, wasted potential. You know what? Yeah, let's rename C to wasted potential. Let's go with that. Because I definitely feel the same way with Endurance Match.
Yeah, and I would call it wasted potential, yeah.
Yeah. Out of ideas, is this something with zombies? I genuinely don't remember.
Out of ideas. Oh, is that the one where is
that 18?
Kurara gets the chainsaw? Because that one's an 8.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Is this thing 19 is out of ideas? Hang on, I'm checking the game. This is still conspiracy route.
Oh, conspiracy route?
Yeah, so this has a completely different image in game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Takumi, that's technically a Kurara route because Takumi convinces her to go along with this conspiracy.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of it, they're trying to figure out what to do, and Takumi and her just waste a bunch of time, and then it ends.
Yeah, because
it's forgettable.
The picture is like Sire showing up, so I think he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You plotting against me?" So yeah, I think we can just put that with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Let's. Oh my god, how are there so many conspiracy route endings? God, I forgot this piece of shit.
Sierra with the twin stun batons is funny, but also it's still Gaku tier because it's conspiracy route.
It's conspiracy route. Might as well just call it fucking conspiracy route tier. Liar, I think is basically just the same thing.
Yeah. I think Nigo kills you at the end of that one because you decide to go against.
Yeah, that's one where you're like, no, we're actually going to go with Sire. And Nigo's like, oh, that's a fucking shame. Wow.
Sorry, they're Goto in that route.
Yeah, Goto, you're right. They get a new name. But yeah, that's... God, that whole route is a fucking waste of time. But with some really cool wasted potential.
Yeah.
Face reality.
The whole, not rebel faction, but whatever they call the faction of people who don't want to blow up all the Futurans is an interesting idea that they never expound upon.
Yeah, that is, again, playing into the wasted potential. I'd love to see more about that group of people, that faction, and what the hell their deal is. But we don't get any of that, ever.
Yeah. So what is the next one?
So face reality is part of casual route, which we all know is one of the worst routes.
Yeah.
I think that's the one where you wake up.
It's a bad route, but I think it ends pretty well. I put face reality in. I'd put that in. It's an ending, but
yeah, I think that's fine. It's. I definitely did casual route fairly early. I'm pretty sure that's just the one where you wake up and save the day, and everyone's like, "Oh, thank God you woke the fuck up from your coma that you fall into." Sometimes.
No, I think Takumi dies horribly in that one.
Well, don't they all?
Because I think at the end of casual route, you're losing the battle, and Sirei offers you, "Hey, do you want to live as a man or do you want to die as a dream?"
Oh yeah, that's right.
So Takumi dies horribly either way, but
yeah,
he can either be with his friends in a delusion or he can face reality.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I think those are both fairly good endings for a dog shit route.
Yeah.
Well, it's not dog shit. It's entertaining enough, but it's not, it's consequential.
It's a funny little side path where, hey, what if this was more like a Danganronpa game minus the killing? What if this was the Danganronpa side stories in every game where there's no Monokuma and you're just hanging out with high schoolers for a year?
But there is that whole section where Takumi's in the cage that is very boring.
Yeah, that part sucks. And it's so Eito heavy. That's the worst part, of course.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on to Box of Fucking Blessings. I mean...
this is Gaku tier.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you've got the power to make any wish. Can you bring back these two dead bitches? Do you want to do any? No, that's it. We're good.
Listen, Andrew, Gaku is like an onion in that I want to peel his skin off and dump him in oil.
You want to caramelize him so he gets sweet and tasty?
No, I just want to throw him in the trash.
Yeah, he is a shitty onion.
But yeah, most of Box of Blessings is not good.
Yeah.
I would say the only good one is the Shoma route.
Yeah, I agree.
The rest are either forgettable or just bad.
Yeah. And that is like the one thing I'll say in defense of Conspiracy route is at least it doesn't waste my fucking time like Box of Blessings. Box of Blessing is his Conspiracy route with extra fucking steps.
Yeah, with the forced exploration, which I didn't have to do, but maybe you did.
I hated it so much. And it's not like it was hard. It was just time consuming. And you never really get anything good out of it. It's just time consuming.
Well, it wouldn't have been so bad if they didn't make you do it like 6 times.
Yeah.
Because it's the same route 6 times.
Yeah, it very, like, for how many different variations, almost nothing changes.
As opposed to Box of Calamity, which is much more interesting.
Much better, much more interesting. I'm curious if they were both written by Uchikoshi.
Couldn't tell you, but what's the next one?
The next one is Curse with Calamity. I think that's just the bad end for Box of Calamity.
It's an ending.
Yeah, it's an ending. It's some of these endings are a lot better if you don't know what's going on. Like once you know that there's key and stuff, it's like, oh yeah, I know what's that.
I think Curse Calamity is the other half of the Gaku route, where instead of letting Gaku do his thing, Eito wins.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think
he flashbangs Takumi and then gets away with the boxes.
Yeah, and then
which I guess that can also go in Gaku tier because you did all that work for nothing.
I think that's 28 because that one is the picture of Eito walking away with the boxes.
Oh.
I'm not 100%. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Eito opens the boxes in that one and everybody starts killing each other.
Yeah.
which doesn't make sense knowing what we know about the boxes, but whatever.
Well, presumably, I think he opened the boxes of blessings and got his wish, which is I want everyone to kill each other.
He wished for calamity,
He wished for calamity. And then we've got the Gakuist of Gaku endings, Gaku's harem. Like, it's funny. It's funny, like, when a pig wishes for underwear from a magic dragon, but, like, that doesn't make it good.
Oh, was 25 the good ending for Box of Blessings?
Yes.
25. I would just put that in forgettable, not quite Gaku then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one where you choose correctly and you get your wish and you wish for the two dead chicks to be not dead.
Honestly, I might put that in wasted potential because they really spoil the whole prime numbers thing.
Well, I guess I'm just fucking stupid then because I was like, obviously it's odd numbers. But maybe that's just because
I figured it was prime because there was a whole 17 box. And I'm like, that's a prime number.
So is 2. But yeah, it definitely, they could have done more stuff with that wish and they wasted it on these two very nice ladies. But yeah. And then value of trust. Yeah, I think that's the one where
That's the one where
this is the one where you're like, no, Gaku, I can't trust you. You're gonna wish for fucking panties or something, and you were correct.
I mean, the whole thing was a DBZ reference, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the good Shoma ending, which I would put it. If there's gonna be a whole route for that, that's probably the good one.
Yeah.
It could have been ending, or maybe even A tier. Not quite.
I don't think A tier. Yeah,
it's the most character development Shoma's going to get.
That's true. It's like, despite like, you want to talk about out of character moments, Shoma probably has the most of them. But yeah, I agree. Shoma, why did you murder all these people? Somebody told me to. Who? I don't, you'll find out later. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I agree. Like, of Box of Blessings, it's the best one.
Yeah. Ending 30, I never forget. I don't even remember that one.
I think that's the one where you tell, like, Shoma, hey, pal, it's okay to take yourself out the game. Like, just fucking get out of here, buddy.
Telling Shoma to kill himself is funny.
It is really funny.
Yeah, I'd just put that one forgettable.
Yeah. I genuinely don't remember what happens. I think just, like, you lose because you don't have Shoma. Better 31. Off without. So this is still Box of Blessings. Okay, I think this is so this is the pair of stupid endings where you seal the boxes away.
I put that in Gaku tier because it's fucking, you did all that work for nothing.
Yeah, you did all that work for literally nothing.
You're not going to do anything interesting.
Yeah, you're just like, no, it's too much power, too much possibility. We're just going to do nothing.
I put burning them in the maybe B tier because at least it has an interesting outcome.
That's what I was going to say. I kind of feel like wasted potential because, it's like, it's almost the same thing, but then the last line of, hey, something came out of the box and went away. Whatever, we'll deal with that later. Like, there's your little Gee hint for what's in the boxes.
Yeah. Even though you'll learn what's in the boxes much faster if you choose any other route.
Yeah, that's what's so, like, I think I'm very curious what people did Box of Blessings before Box of Calamity. Did you?
I did.
That's hilarious. I did Box of Calamity first. So yeah, I already knew what was in there.
Well, then that would just feel like an even worse punishment.
Yeah. But I like the idea of the, if I hadn't known, the little hint. There's some really good breadcrumbing and hinting throughout this game of stuff that happens in other routes.
Yeah. It's well written in that regard.
It is.
And what is 33?
Night of Despair. I'm pretty sure this is Box of Calamity. I think this is the one where, like, you just go to sleep and Kako kills everybody.
Or
maybe that's
I put that at B tier. It's a hint at what happens in other things.
Yeah,
and you get to see Kako with a scythe.
Yeah, you get to see Kako do something that doesn't have to do with her brother or a cool demon rifle.
Honestly, we might need a tier for things that are just like, you know, the consequences of my own actions. Just, oh, we need this route to end shortly.
Yeah, just like, uh-oh, ran out of time. Why not?
Because that's not really an ending as much as it is like you chose poorly.
Yeah.
It's a consequence.
Let's call this C- tier.
Because it's entertaining and it's fun, but it's not an ending. It's not satisfying. You're just going to go back to the rest of the game after that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, hey, here's like there's some stuff to be had. There's a resolution. There's things to be gained, but it's at the expense of not actually playing the game.
I think a lot of killing game is going to go in there.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
What's the next one?
Hollow Victory. Let's see. That's a still Box of Calamity. I think these are grouped by. So this is Box of Calamity. It's only Hiriko, Takumi, and Phuket.
Oh, did they get aboard the
I think this is when they get aboard the
pod?
The pod. And just like, we know shit's bad, but we're the only ones who are left.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't remember it well enough, so in the pile it goes.
Unforgettable it goes.
Misguided Pity.
Oh, is that the one where Nozomi has the gi inside her?
Yeah, I think this is the one with Nozomi G, and like Shoma's like, oh yeah, I'll tell you everything tomorrow, and then he dies, and you're like, oh man, what happened?
I might put that one in A actually.
Yeah.
Because it's a bittersweet ending to Takumi being a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it is. It is one of the like, you stupid bastard. Yeah, I agree with that.
It definitely feels like a cap off to that route.
Yeah.
It reveals the mystery, and Takumi makes a stupid emotional choice, as he always does.
Mm-hmm. And Shoma gets to fucking be somebody else for a little bit.
Yeah, Shoma, they needed a dumb character, and they picked Shoma.
Yeah.
Usually it's Gaku, but I think he was already dead by that point.
I think he was, yeah. Fell in love with his weird, stupid skin dog. I hate that thing. Gross. I hate it so much. Exercise plan.
Oh, that one, that's Gaku tier.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't have Gaku in it, they waste so much time.
It is such a massive waste of time. It's like serial battles without battles.
For real.
But hey, it turns out that he was right and it actually worked, because I think like Nozomi complains about the fucking smell the whole time and doesn't kill anybody.
I'm curious. Does she not kill anybody because of the smell, or is it because they're always together?
So
she doesn't have an opportunity.
I can't say for sure, but this is definitely a route where she has a gi and she's like complaining like, man, the smell is messing with my head. I can't focus. And nobody dies once they start doing this stuff. So I think whatever they're doing actually does work as like a gi deterrent, but they don't really know that.
Oh. It's not going to work once they're on that fucking pod.
Yeah, and then when they get on the pod, then everybody will
die. Yeah, that's Gaku tier. It's such a fucking waste of my time.
Yeah. Blood on My Hands. You know, you want to kill a Gaku? I'm pretty sure it's the one where you go crazy and kill Gaku.
Yeah, I'm okay with that being there.
Yeah, I think you chase him into the woods. I think Takumi might be a little crazy, and you chase him into the woods and kill him.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, why are you running, buddy? We're just having fun. Oh, he's dead. Weird. I wonder what happened.
And then 38.
38, Ghost Unmasked.
I put that's the one where you die by strangulation.
Yeah,
right?
that's the one where you get strangled by the
C-.
ghost of yourself.
I
Yeah.
put that in C-.
Yeah, that is definitely like a... You're going to get some information, but this is just an ending, so you can continue with the game.
So, game over. Please insert coin to continue.
Yeah. Interesting. This one, I really wish that this must have been done early on. The picture is, in the actual game, is Hiroko dying in the woods. So I think that's the one where you choose to, like, follow Hiroko or follow Gaku.
I don't remember this one.
I honestly don't remember.
No, this is the one where she gives a hint that she's a time looper, right?
Yeah, that's the one where she's like, nah, it's okay. I'll do this again. It's like, what? Don't worry about it.
Bleh. That might be C- or D.
Yeah, I certainly don't remember it too well.
Not the best climax. So
yeah.
Have an ending.
Oh, okay, good. And I think they might have gotten them mixed up. 39, One Step at a Time is the one with Ghost Girl Strangulation.
Oh, so, well, then, yeah. That's the one that belongs in C-.
And then, funnily enough, ending 40 is like the same thing, but now the ghost is angry. But I don't remember the difference between the two.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I guess that means it's forgettable.
Takumi doesn't die twice that way, does he?
I don't remember. Let's see. Let me go into the actual game, see if I can find some stuff. I hate all this. Chapter select. Okay, time to play. Which fucking route is this? No. Box of Blessings.
It's gotta be Box of Calamity, right?
Yeah, it's Box of Calamity. What route is it? 40?
Yeah, 40.
Okay, so 39 and 40 is Box of Calamity. So the choice is, was Ava ghost real or fake? And they both end with nothing. Oh, they both end with a lot more people dead. Yeah, it's the one where you're like, was I right about that ghost being Ava's ghost, or is that like some other bullshit? Or, well,
the one that was strangling him was just Takumi, so.
Yeah. So it's the one where you have to choose if Ava was an evil spirit or not. And if she's a good spirit, then I think, that's where you get ending 40. So I think she helps you. She gives you a bunch of hints from beyond the grave. And then if you're she's an evil spirit, then I think you kill a bunch of people in your sleep and just say, it was the ghost.
Yeah, you can put that in forgettable.
Yeah, I've pretty much forgotten. What were those? Oh, yeah, tell everyone what you saw.
Maybe C- if we're being generous. But...
Yeah. Let me go back to the other list. But I'm pretty sure Overlord is exactly what we think it is.
I believe that's fucking Ato's Yaoi route.
Yep, that's... Oh, wow, they have... So, in-game, it's the picture of Takumi and Nozomi hanging out on the bed post-fuck. I could have sworn that was different from the one where you go up to the satellite and be like, sup, I'm your new god. Is that the same
Those
ending?
CGs are both in that route.
Okay, so I guess that is the same ending, and they just chose a more suitable picture.
More safe for work.
Yeah.
Even though I see Ato right there.
Yeah. That's another one where I want DLC of what happens next.
Yeah, that would be an interesting one, especially because apparently hemoglobin doesn't work that far away from the planet.
Yeah, so. That'd be really funny if it's like, hey, oh shit, my powers don't do anything anymore.
But it would be interesting to see that expanded on. I'd want to see that Takumi use the parallel elite machine, and if his pheromones work on other people
Yeah,
from
that
other timelines.
Yeah. See if you can get a fucking army of people, an army of Takumis.
I will say in that route, Takumi is way too passive. He doesn't really earn that Overlord title.
Yeah, I mean, like it's sort of a slow burn where he slowly gets into, yeah, you know what? Maybe I am great. Maybe I am God. And by the end, he definitely feels like the kind of guy that'd be like, yeah, no, I can just do what I want because everyone says I'm God, because I am.
Again, we'll have to see DLC for it.
Yeah. But either way, you get Ava's cake twice, and that's A tier in my book.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we've got Living Idol.
I hate to say it, but that's also A tier.
I also really hate to say it. Despite being horrific, it is a really good ending, and that's what happens when your godhood is stronger than yourself.
Both of those endings might be the most gut-wrenching in the game, like when you realize in the first one, Takumi's like corruption of his mind and how far he's fallen with his drunkenness on power to take advantage of Nozomi like that.
Yeah.
And then 42 is like, well, the consequences of your own actions, bud.
Yeah.
You earned this.
Yeah. You should have taken it all the way. This is what happens when you try to bitch out. You get toxic yaoied. You get fucking nuclear yaoied.
And I'm just saying, so many problems could have been solved if he had just broken Ato's legs.
Yeah, that's if they're going to do a route, just a broken leg route where, look, I'm not going to kill you. Whack, whack. All right, now you're going to be way less of a problem.
Just maim Ato a little bit.
Just a
lot.
As a treat.
And what's 43?
43 is one of the two Veshness endings. That's the one where you fight Veshness.
Like those a lot.
Yeah, I like that one as well. That would have been another cool one. Yeah. I feel that would have been a cool one if you actually got to do that.
In wasted potential.
Yeah.
That route needed to be longer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there was. I feel like they knew they wanted it to be longer, but I feel like it was late in development or something, or they had to focus on other things, and they're like, we got to make cuts, and this is where we're making them.
Yeah. It's what's there is good, but there needed to be more of it.
Yeah. And now
it's also it's a case of characters acting very out of character.
Yeah. But also
simultaneously needs them to.
Simultaneously, we get to see a bunch of characters outside of when we see them 99 other times.
Yeah.
Like all of the...
It's good to see the commanders.
Yeah. Actually...
And their interpersonal squabbles. Yeah.
Actually have fucking characterization. I wish there was more of that. And now I'm going to piss off probably you and everyone else because I'm putting ending 44 in S tier. Look. I know it's not like the best ending, but I believe Veshness is best girl, and she would literally kill for me. And if that's not S tier, I don't know what the fuck is.
Well, sir, you have control of the mouse, so...
Goddamn right I do. Like that.
I can argue what I like, but I don't think I can budge you off that hill.
There are very few women in this game that will kill for me, and Veshness can kill better than all of them.
I think there are several. I think almost all of them. Nozomi kills Sire for you. Tsubasa kills Ato. Super high plus.
Yeah.
Ava kills Veshness.
Ava sure does kill Veshness.
I believe Commune also kills Dalsha.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh. Not in... Yeah, I guess that isn't the route where you kind of end up with her. They're not explicit about that.
They're not explicit about that, but I don't think it's possible otherwise. They're 100% together.
I think Karara would kill for you, but not like as a romantic thing.
Yeah.
She would just do it.
You would be part of the killing. Be like, I'm going to kill everyone in this room and then myself. you're included.
Like, I don't think she would take a lot of convincing to kill someone. She doesn't have that many morals.
No, not really.
Kyoshka would also probably kill for you.
Yeah, but in like a horny way, not in a like I would die for you way. Not in a like then I get to do stuff to you way.
I don't think Moko would kill. I think she has Batman's code of ethics.
No, absolutely not. Moko would never kill. Stun, maim, but not kill. Also, hey honey, how you doing? You passed Toxic Yaoi. It's right here in A tier. Despite it being the most toxic yaoi in the world, it is a very good ending. Oh, I'm getting texts. Okay. Sorry, Dad. That's gonna have to deal with later. Howdy Neighbor? I don't even remember that. This is coming
Howdy
of age route. Oh, I think this is where you get stuck in the fucking the cage.
Yeah, they lock you in the cage. That one's a C-.
Yeah.
Possibly even a G tier. I don't know.
I agree with, well, maybe even because it would be interesting if after you get punished, then it shows you what the rest of the game is like. And it's like, hey, we're going to take the camera off of you because you're not the main character anymore.
Yeah.
But then they don't do that. And what about Unending Nightmare 46? This is all coming of age route for a little bit. I think it's just a dead Nozomi.
Oh, is that Unending Nightmare? I forget what that one is about.
Yeah, I don't 100%.
I think that's the one where you... Is it the one where you kill Nozomi?
Maybe.
Her hemoglobin?
It does, yeah.
Or no, you decide not to, kill a commander for her, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like we gotta sacrifice Ava or something. Like, no.
Yeah, I'll put that in C-. It's just a punishment ending.
It's just, you gotta choose the objectively wrong choice to get an ending. Bittersweet 42. Youth, I believe that's like the good ending of coming of age.
I think that's the one where you absorb her hemoglobin. Or no, you're right. That's the good ending.
Yeah.
That one's A tier.
Yeah, it's a good ending. Best friend.
That's the one where everybody lives and the power of friendship rules.
The power of friendship, yep, saves the day.
The feel good ending, except Darumi isn't there, so it's not the ending.
Yeah. God, it's so close.
Best friend. I put that at B.
More toxic yaoi.
It's more toxic yaoi.
It's not the most toxic yaoi, but it's pretty toxic yaoi. Oh, you're my best friend, and I hate your guts and face and smell and sight.
Just can't get him out of his brain.
Just can't get out of him. That yaoi boy. All right, we're almost halfway there.
Coming up.
Yep, it's time for Retsnom.
Oh, baby.
So
it's one of the better routes.
It is, and funnily enough, it was literally the last route that I did. And I kind of wish it wasn't. I wish I had known. I wish I had my own parallel leap machine so I could go into a universe where I didn't do this last. Because there's some good shit in there.
I had Darumi all maxed out before I started fucking the whole second part of the game where she's dead most of the time.
Yeah, well, good. Because then you can't max her out anymore. Yeah, it really sucks that, like, she's dead for so much of the game.
Yeah, but also you have the entire first route with her.
You do, yeah. Yeah,
and Moko kind of ends up taking her place.
That's true, yeah. But, that's one route instead of, like, 40.
But honestly, Moko is not as funny as Darumi.
She's not. She's just not. So we are one, which I would say is the bad ending of Retsnom.
I'll put that at A tier.
You think it's A?
Mm.
I feel like 50, how Darumi felt, is definitely an A.
I like the tragedy and the grossness of all of them becoming Retsnom. I feel like that's
We Are Venom
good.
type feel.
Yeah. I don't know. I like bittersweet endings.
Okay, that's fine. They can coexist. Yeah,
I think they're both equally good, but I find the sadness of it more compelling than just and Darumi's dead and everybody's back.
yeah, but you get a little bit of she wasn't, so she was a little sad about it, and then she died. All right, yeah, that's fair. Unfortunately, the other Retsnom endings are not nearly as good.
No, they're C minus.
Yeah, they are. You just fucking. We need to have.
You chose wrong.
You chose fucking poorly. I did fucking scream. I might have woken up my wife for 52 when she just gets fucking eaten.
They are pretty good for the gore factor.
Yeah. I will say it's a shit. I almost want to put It's All Your Fault in Wasted Potential, because I would have liked to see some more fighting with Retsnom. I would have liked to see try and overcome this unstoppable force. And despite all the backstory you get on Retsnom, I feel like there's still a lot we don't know, and I wish that we could have known more.
I do wonder, because what's their name? The commander that can make clones. Pretty similar power to Retsnom, and also the one that can absorb people.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if they're related in some way. Is it,
I mean, I think Retsnom is obviously a cryptoglobin type thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just how connected are they?
Yeah. And it seems like, from what we know, that Retsnom is like a native of this planet. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of cool shit they could have done with that if they had another fucking year to work on the game.
Unlike the Gi, who are both mindless animals and also a spacefaring race.
Mm-hmm.
With a spaceship.
With a magic spaceship that can go through blood space. Yeah, they're not just like spacefaring, they're fucking dimension faring. Like, how do you do that and you're such a shitty little squid that got stuck in a box?
I think they work like the Yerks from Animorphs.
Yeah, we're talking about Animorphs in 2025. Love it. Yeah, I guess I could see that.
They just use a host body most of the time.
Yeah, and if they get caught without it, then they're kind of fucked.
And what is ending 53?
So ending 53, I believe, is Academy Destroyed. This is...
you find out the bomb in the basement?
Yeah, this is the one where you enter the number and it explodes. And like... I don't want to make another tier. It definitely, like... It exists for a purpose. It's more than C-, because like it's not just you're picking the wrong one. You're picking the wrong one so that you can show yourself what happens when you pick the wrong one. Which is when the game just turns into
tier, it would be SF route tier.
Yeah. Fine, let's do it.
Because it's all technically one route.
Shit. Yeah, it kind of is all one route, which is...
Like, it's a single story that is split up among, like, 6 or 7 routes. With some hints at other routes.
Yeah. Who the hell? God damn it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's do... We'll call that C+. Call that C. Yeah, it is more than just a throwaway ending, despite it looking like a throwaway ending.
Yeah, it really just exists to support the SF route.
Mm-hmm.
It is not even an ending. It is just part of that route.
Yeah. And then one massacre after another is the bad ending of SF.
Yeah, put that at B.
Yeah, I think it's B. It definitely, you know, obviously it sucks because Hiriko's dead. And it's kind of funny that Ava just snaps out of her mind control. That's another one where
I do find that funny.
Yeah. Like, hey, when we get to the planet, maybe we could see an Ava fight or something. That'd be interesting. And that'd be a great place to explore, like, how does fucking Hemogoblin work on the spaceship? Does it?
I suspect it might still work because that baby's on there with them.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if it works that way, but
magic baby.
I assume he's so ultra powerful because he has some tie to the planet or whatever. It's like the incarnated soul of the planet, which is where Crypto Globulin comes from.
Yeah,
Riboflavin. And then what's next?
And then so 55s, all 17 of us. The ending, many would say.
It's not S tier for me.
I really like it, and it's the one that requires the most work. I know you don't like. Why don't you go ahead and talk about it?
Well, you know what I said. I prefer a more bittersweet ending or something that I don't know. It just the ending feels a little too convenient.
I don't know about convenient. You had to do so much stuff to get there. You had to make all of the right choices.
Well, I mean, more like you have to make all of the wrong choices and then you just stumble into the right one.
Well, yeah, the nature of the video game is that you get a second shot, but
I'd just say at the end of all of that work, it just kind of ends with and they lived happily ever after, clap, clap, we're done. And I guess my biggest problem is that there needed to be more of it.
I guess you're right that we're not grading routes, we're grading endings, and as an ending, it's just like everything turned out okay. But yeah, as far as a route, it is probably my favorite.
As a route, it's great. It's a great ride. It's a great roller coaster, and then the ending, it just kind of stops kind of abruptly.
Yeah.
I feel like it needed an epilogue or a cutscene at the end there for all the work you do.
Yeah,
something like what happened with Nozomi at the end of second scenario would have gone a long way to make it more satisfying of an ending.
Okay, I can agree with that. Yeah.
Like if it had ended and there was a cutscene of them getting off of the ship onto the station, would have been perfect.
I am still so fucking pissed that we have no idea what happened at the end of Route Zero.
Well, we'll find out when Takumi uses the parallel leap machine to go back home.
If they're gonna, when they do DLC, that'll probably be the first thing they do. Because anybody can do that. It's like, hey, have you beaten the game once? Cool, you can check out this DLC.
I think the most interesting they could do is have like an Avengers style, like take the most developed version of every character and throw them all together.
That'd be pretty interesting, yeah.
So get a
Red
Filma from the Box of Blessing routes, get Red Snom Darumi, get Pregnant Ava.
Yeah.
Just like mash all of those characters together from their individual timelines and see how they cooperate or don't.
And despite all that, Gaku was still just Gaku.
Yeah. We can get the Gaku from the killer timelines.
Yeah.
His corpse. Just leave him there.
Just a dead Gaku laying on the floor. Revenge of Kako G.
Anyway.
This I feel is a C-, because this is the one where you go to a different timeline and come back and everybody's dead. And it's like, oh, Kako,
might even be an SF route tier,
yeah.
but
I feel like it's a little less than that because this is literally just we need a second choice
for that route. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's,
I agree. It's fun. It's not an ending.
Yeah. It is cool. It's like, oh yeah, that's where she ended up, right here in this ending. Anyway, bye.
Yeah. I agree.
Coward's Final Days. I believe this is just like this is where Kako gets Magic Nozomi and gets away with it.
Yeah,
this
that's
one,
also C-.
I feel like it might even be less. Well, I guess I remember it, so it can't be forgettable. But yeah, that whole thing with Nozomi at the end also feels like an ass pull. Like
Sparkle Nozomi, yeah.
We just need a little bit more to push this over the edge. Definitely potential, I suppose, but I don't know if I'd say wasted potential.
An interesting thing they never did is like they never traveled to a timeline that had already ended for them. Mm-hmm. One where Takumi or Hiruko were, well, they traveled to ones where Hiruko was already dead, but they never traveled anywhere Takumi was already dead.
Yeah.
I don't think
they did, weirdly, yeah.
That would have been interesting, but
that would have been
they never ended up doing that.
No, maybe that'll be DLC where you just assume Takumi's place in another timeline.
I think that's what Takumi ended up doing in one of the routes.
Kind of.
With the AB fluid, or was it PQ fluid? Whatever it was.
the magic solve the problem liquid, yeah.
Yeah, the MacGuffin fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, next one,
Scent of Lavender.
I think that's an SF route too.
This is an SF one. This is, you get a bunch of information, but it's not, it's like, all right, well, we didn't quite do it this time. Maybe next time, Takumi.
Yeah.
And 59 Curse Cycle, I believe, is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where you jump one too many times without a suit because we needed to set that up for this ending, and that's it.
Takumi, you got a hole in your pants.
Form of Suicide, I think, is actually a C-. That's the one where you're like, I'm gonna go to the other timeline because I need to get killed by myself there for some reason.
Yeah.
And then we've got more Gaku tiers coming up. You remember Romance Route? You want to talk about waste of fucking time?
It is a real. At least it doesn't make you do serial battles or forced exploration, but yeah it's a real waste of time.
Look, man, if you wanted your dating sim, here's 4 in a row, whether you like it or not.
It's a shame because this is the most development that Kurora and Kyoshika get.
That's true. It is a damn shame. And
they get their moments in other things. Kurora gets the best line of the game in, was it Box of Calamity, where she's like, people don't become ghosts, they become statistics.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite line in the game.
Yeah.
But all of these are Gaku tier.
Yeah, they're every single one of them. I think this is also, I do like Moko Consolation. Moko gets her one ending, I think. Well,
yeah, Moko gets fucking nothing. It's so sad.
Yeah. Now let's talk about Living the Dream for a hot second, because that's living the dream right there.
It's very funny.
I feel like the potential is wasted. I'd love to live that dream. I'm just saying. Maybe if Takumi was Mormon.
That whole route might be a lot like Weapons, where it's all just set up for that punchline at the end.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Every single ending, every single bit of that is just a setup for that punchline.
Moko, I'm thinking about polyamory. Yo, we are too. What a coincidence.
And then Takumi died.
And then he died of blunt force trauma. A very common death for Takumi. Okay, that's the one time Moko killed. I'm going to say he canonically died of blunt force trauma at the end of that one.
I mean, he had to have.
Yeah.
He gets so much brain damage in this game, dude.
Yeah.
It's got to be cumulative.
So many different
across
forms
timelines.
of brain damage. I will put
then
Graduation Day was the one like, hey, I'm not in love with any of you, but maybe we can try again on the satellite. I think Gaku tier is it's the ending.
I put that. Yeah, it's not terrible, but it's also not like interesting.
Yeah, maybe that's more of a C-. It's we need an antithesis to living the dream, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then 69 slasher route.
Nice. Ooh, getting the good stuff now.
Yeah, so I believe this is where you what was Driver Girl's name again? I can't believe I forgot it. I was in love with her for so long. Yeah, Tsubasa. I think you take her on the bus, but then, or you try to get away on the bus, but then fucking.
A lot of these are going to go in C-.
Yeah. We need an extra ending.
C- or D, yeah. Because a lot of these are just like, hey, you chose wrong, now you die.
Yup.
Do it again.
And I'll be like, I don't even remember the three of us. It's got Shoma, Nozomi, and Kyoshika.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't remember this one at all. I think they're just like the last ones that aren't dead, yeah.
Takumi even dead there?
I think he might have been. Slasher route, this is in crazy Takumi territory. This is in Takumi is a murderer, so he might be dead. And then Revenge, I think, is one where fucking Nozomi kills him. I don't 100% remember.
I put that at A tier for the ending of the slasher route. I don't know.
Okay.
Or B tier.
Yeah. It's an ending. Now, here is again where I go off the rails because despite my love for Scent of Lavender, I feel Goodbye Kiss is the best Hiruko ending.
I mean, is that the one that made her fucking crazy for Takumi?
Yeah, so that's the one where it's just you and her, and she's like, hey, I strapped you to this chair. I know you're crazy, but I can't kill you because I love you so much. So kiss me and then we'll all die in hellfire. And like Scent of Lavender is where she explains like, yo man, I fucked up like 3 timelines because I'm so madly in love with you. And I just think that that's really great, you know? I want a woman who would sacrifice 3 timelines for me. You watching, honey?
I'd put it a tier down, but this is your list, so as it stays, I suppose.
Yes, it is. It's the culmination. It's the culmination of so much genocide, just for one kiss.
It is the load-bearing pillar of SF route.
It is. Now, if we want to talk about shit we can agree on, Kurara's Last Stand.
That one's gonna go to an A tier.
Yeah, that is. Boy, I would love to see a little action game of Kurara just fucking lollipop chainsawing through fucking zombies.
It's an awesome moment. Probably the best moment she gets.
Oh, yeah.
As an ending, actually, it's not that great.
That's true. It is definitely like... It's more of a C-, but, you know, we can bend the rules a little bit. It's our fucking chart.
Yeah, it's our hill. We can die wherever we want on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely one of the best endings in that entire route, for sure. Flight of the Living Dead is absolutely a C-.
Yeah,
that is just like, we need an ending here. And yeah, I guess at some point the zombies are going to win. Kyoshika's Last Wish might also be a C-. I'm pretty sure that's just one where Kyoshika, it's basically like, look, man, we can't either we let the zombies get on the ship, or somebody has to sacrifice themselves. And Kyoshka's like, I'll do it. Sir Takumi.
I'd put that at forgettable, but
yeah, that's fine. I'll be honest, I don't remember the specifics beyond that. History repeating. I really like history repeating.
That's the one where the gi crawls up in Takumi's brain, right?
Yeah, that's the one where you get caught and the gi crawls up into you.
I might put that at A, because that's like,
yeah, it's
got the good body horror. It's the end of the route.
It's the end of the route, but it starts to explain or breadcrumb a lot of other routes. It's also necessary for SF.
Yeah, I'd put that at A.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of a giant fucking squid lady crawling into me either. Maybe I do. Anyway. And then we've got...
This game called Sucker for Love.
Yeah, I've streamed that. You can watch it on YouTube. And then we've got comedy route.
You mean Gaku tier route?
So these are endings, and they're all Gaku tier endings, 100%. But I really liked some of the exchanges in comedy route. Fish comedy route was dog shit top to bottom, but there was some good bits in comedy route that sadly don't.
Remember when I was making the TNG comparison earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Comedy route is the episode where they're all getting drunk.
Yeah, comedy route is where they go to the Old West or pretend to be Shakespeare.
It's not a serious episode. You're not supposed to take it seriously. Just kind of sit back and relax and let it happen.
Yeah, and it's perfectly acceptable in a game where you've got 100 endings and you're like, all right, they can't all be fucking serious life or death things. But yeah, as an ending, they're complete Gaku tier.
Yeah, like it's a joke.
It is literally the joke endings. No, that's wrong. Mother Ocean, I just like the image for that one.
I think of the comedy routes, I like the fish stuff the least. The exploding stuff was all right.
Tell you what, my favorite line of the entire game, that's the power of the bonito. I'll remember that forever.
All right, mama.
Little bonito.
Go polish your bonito.
Yeah, I gotta go polish my bonito.
Go look for the future in mama's balls. It's an AI Somnium reference for the three of you who are watching.
Exactly. None of you know AI Somnium. That's fine. A cruel end for Commune. This, I'm pretty sure, is Death Game.
Yeah, Death Game. Commune gets bead. I think that's just I don't know. That's either C- or D.
Yeah.
It's just a punishment for choosing wrong.
Yeah, I think C-. I don't 100% remember it, but it's got to exist. So close and yet so far. That's like the one everybody dies route.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I'll be like, it was Death Game, and I think it's just like, we threw our all into killing Veshness, and we did, but at what cost?
You might put that at A tier because it's a pretty definitive ending.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely like the ending for A tier that doesn't have weird, or for Death Game that doesn't have weird Ato bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember that one now. They're just trying to kill Veshness.
Yep.
And they don't do it.
And they don't quite do it. Hope from Despair, I think, is the one where you do, and it's one of the few Darumi endings, but I don't really remember much from it.
Yeah, I guess just put that at it's an ending.
Yeah, I think pretty much all of these are... Oh, it's got a few more. Oh. Okay, no. Hope from Despair... All right, we may need to relitigate that one. Hope from Despair, that's the killing game route ending where you make it out with Tsubasa and you got the baby and you defeated everything and you're going to get your little fucking shitty apartment on the moon with all of your roommates.
Well, then that one is S tier.
Yeah, that one's S tier.
That's the end of the game for some people.
That is, you could get that and be like, that was a great game. That was a good ending. Goodbye. That was one of the first like endings that I got. Like actual
polycule.
Endings. Yeah, they're weird little polycule. Oh, Tsubasa. If only you had just blown yourself up. Why? Why didn't she blow herself up?
If only.
Escaping Our Fate, I think, is a C-. That's the one where you're like, no, we can run away from the bees. And then spoilers, you can't run away from the bees.
Yeah.
Battle for Ava's Points. I think that might be another C-.
Yeah, because it's just the free-for-all between Takemaru and what's his name? Takumi.
Yeah. The Academy Falls, I think, is just like a bad end.
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure I even remember how that one ends. Round 1 loser is a C-.
Oh, yeah. That's just, you fucked up.
Yeah, that's just, you picked the wrong fucking choice, dipshit. As Good as Dead?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, I think this is another C-. It's the one where you're like, man, I need to kill stuff. Should I go learn from Yugamu or should I go not do that? And this is just you didn't continue the route. You're dead.
That's a C- then.
Yeah, that's just that's an end. And then Mystery Route.
Mystery. Which is also technically SF.
Yeah.
They're the same route.
They pretty much are. I think a lot of these are going to end up. Revenge from Moko, that one was funny. Oh, wait.
Revenge from Moko? Yeah, I think that's one of the C- ones or whatever.
I think it's the one where, like, fucking Nozomi chops you up with a cleaver or something.
Yeah, I think Moko tries to kill you and you defend yourself and then Nozomi kills you.
Yeah.
Because Takumi's got brain worms.
He's just so crazy and brain damaged. Kind Heart, well done. I'm not entirely sure. It's got Nozomi getting thrown into flames.
I think Takumi, throws himself into the flames, or you both get caught in the flames, something like that.
Yeah. Sounds like a C-.
It's just you picked wrong.
Yeah. Terminated Sumino. This is the one where Moko's alive and she's the one who kills you. I think it's the one where, like, you're at the end and it's like, there's nobody here but us, and me and Nozomi didn't do it, so it must be you. And I think they, like, chop your head off. I think it's like...
Yeah, the mystery route doesn't really have a lot of good endings.
No, it doesn't. And you're right. It is the mystery route kind of exists to service SF route more than anything.
What's that next one?
Dance in Purple Flames, also mystery route. I think this is one where Yugamu stabs Nozomi. I do not remember this at all.
I don't remember that.
Sounds like a D tier to me. And then the last 3, this is all mystery route.
Mystery is like one of the first routes I did, so...
Yeah, same. It was very early on for me as well.
I might be affecting my judgment of these.
I think Pinky Promise might just be like you picked... The official image is Shoma with a bunch of stab wounds, so I think this is one of the endings if you pick the wrong, like, culprits. So I think this is like a fucking C-. This is just like, we need a wrong choice.
Is that one of the ones where Eva blows herself up?
I think that's Explosion, which is the next one.
Explosion.
Actually, for Explosion, this is the one... Is that even an ending? The picture it shows is in-game is the one where Kurara's in the basement and she doesn't have her clothes on because Kako G stole them.
Hmm.
So I'm not 100% sure. But
Oh, Explosion is I think that's the one where you input the code or
no,
no.
that's because that's definitely a different route. That's Academy
Yeah,
Destroyed.
that's a different.
This is, I think Explosion is like when you find it and it's like, well, this is locked. Um,
I thought there was another time where like one of the Takumi or whatever G set off the explosion mistakenly or something.
oh yeah, I think Kako did that actually.
Yeah.
Let me check in game real quick. Mystery route should be easy to find. Comedy route, no. Slasher, mystery. 96, 95, 94. Yeah, there it is.
Because I remember that being one of the final ones I got too.
Yeah, so it was like, hey, who is X? Is it Kako or is it somebody else? And Explosion is the wrong choice. So yeah, I think that's the one where you're like, nah, it wasn't Kako, and then Kako goes and blows it up.
Yeah, that's an ending.
Yeah, it's a we need a wrong choice.
Yeah. And then
And
100.
then ending 100.
I believe that's the end of Mystery Route where all of our groups link up
Yeah, that's sort of like
and live happily ever after.
yeah,
Sort of.
the bittersweet 50-50 of SF routes.
Um,
I
I would put that at
I feel
I'd put
like
that at B tier, honestly.
yeah, it's like this is definitely one where the route is greater than the ending.
Yeah.
Um,
If they choose to do DLC going forward from that route, it would be interesting.
yeah, I'd really like to see what's going on, like how being from different timelines affects things in the long term.
But overall, it just kind of, again, like the other SF route ending, it just kind of ends.
Well,
Everything worked out, and we don't need to expound on anything else.
yep.
Like, I feel like some of these endings need epilogues.
Oh yeah,
but
some
we're
of
not
them
going to get that.
some of them more so than others. And yeah, that is one of the ones that I agree should have an epilogue. All right, well,
But that's it. That's all of them.
That's 100 endings.
100 lines.
100 lines even. All definitive, I might add. This is the endings tier list. I don't want to hear any other opinions.
If someone wants to dispute you, they're going to have to play all 100 endings.
Yeah,
so.
you spend 200 to 300 hours and then fucking give me your analysis. How about that? This is a lot of fun. I'm really glad we did this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time.
The spread is more even than I was expecting.
Yeah, I know, right? And there would have been a lot less S's if I hadn't forced a couple in there. So
yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
God.
Yeah, most of the game was very fun. Even the routes that I found lackluster they were still fun to play because, like I said, it's just fun to hang out with the boys.
Yeah, it's fun
to be inside Takumi's head as he does psychotic things for no reason.
As he's just a little insane and doesn't understand why. Oh man, why is there this bloody suit in my room? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, I agree. It just, despite like the fact that there are some dog shit endings, doesn't take away from the fact that the game itself overall is an absolute masterpiece. Definitely, there's not a chance in hell it'll be on Game of the Year at the Game Awards this year, but it's going to be on my list.
At all. It might be my game of the year. It definitely ate up most of my time out of all the games I played.
You want to talk about?
I've got like 80 hours in Death Stranding right now.
Fucking Time Vampire of the Year definitely goes to 100 line.
And I'm not going to forget it anytime soon, I don't think.
No, absolutely not. This will go down with me alongside VLR as just fantastic narratives.
So, like, when I play Danganronpa games, I can barely remember any of the characters' names
Same.
of, like, after I played them, and I don't think that's going to be the case with this one.
Yeah, despite me forgetting
All of them
Tsubasa.
felt distinct, even the ones I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I like most of them, most of the time.
Yep.
I don't know, do we have time for a character tier list?
You know what? It's our show. We have as much time as we fucking want. So why don't we just bust out the character tier list too?
Hey. So we're going to need a Gaku tier.
We're going to need a Gaku tier. Just fucking get that out of the way.
And are we taking combat playability into account here, or are we just rating the characters on how much we like them?
As we
that
are,
might skew things.
As we are now the definitive 100-line tier list streamers, we should probably try to fully encapsulate the character into the tier list.
Because my split on liking Karara and liking to use Karara, very different.
That is her playability greatly undershines her character. But I think let's do our best to rate the total encapsulation. But that would mean I'd have to put Gaku higher on the list, and I don't want to do that. So never mind. We're not gonna do playability at all. This is purely characterization.
All right. I can roll with that.
All right. So like we're just throwing Hiriko at the top.
Well, you have the mouse, sir.
You goddamn right. I know. I would die for Hiriko, and Hiriko would kill for me, and that's all I need.
Like I'm saying, half of the female cast would also do that, and half of the male cast would too.
Yeah, well, how many of them sacrifice 3 timelines for me? Not even Veshness would do that, and she's also S tier. Sorry.
Oh, Veshness.
Veshness
is a very... I hope they do more with Veshness in DLC.
Yeah.
The very small snippet we got of her was interesting enough.
Yeah.
There's a lot of implications that we really drove her insane compared to Route Zero.
It's like, what is going on here? No, Veshness is one of the few things I would want a prequel for.
Yeah. I want to see little 6-year-old Veshness.
Little 6-year-old God King Veshness.
I guess if we're going in order, Shoma, I put Shoma at A tier. I think he's one of the better characters.
He definitely has the most development, and it is amazing how he starts.
Funny.
He starts at Gaku tier and then works his way up to A tier, in addition to being hilarious.
Some of his self-deprecation lines are so funny.
And apparently some of those are taken straight from tweets made by the guy who did Nier Automata. Yoko Taro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll find it later. Just trust me on this one, bro. The Kodaka apparently like saw some of Yoko Taro's tweets and it's like, yo, that's funny. I'm gonna put a character in my game that's like this.
I'm surprised Yoko Taro didn't get in on this game.
I know,
Maybe
right?
He will.
He was too busy making the 3rd gacha crossover of 2B's ass.
Maybe he'll get a chance to cross over with Nier Automata. He loves crossing over for money.
Yeah, maybe they'll just put Yoko Taro in an ending of 100 Line. He'd do that.
And put his nasty little moon man face in there.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Takumi, I think, is an S tier character.
Yeah,
he's well characterized. He's not boring.
Yeah, despite being the main character, he's not just a blank slate. He is his own character. He is his own man.
I think like one of the defining traits of Takumi is his like white knight syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
He's always got to protect people. He's always got to like be the hero.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of self-sacrificing characters in this game, but Takumi is like, he's the one who really agonizes over it when people don't like him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I gotta save them, but I also need them to like me. Even though they hate my guts, I have to save them.
And on the flip side, he's very passive at times too. Like he'll let people do whatever the fuck they want because he doesn't want to cause trouble.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to shift the status quo. I'm not really a leader.
So there's times where you'll get pretty frustrated with him when there's obviously some things you should be taking the initiative on, but that's just not in his character.
Yeah,
he's not he's not built to be a hero. He's kind of forced into that role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree.
And that's what makes him S tier.
And that's what makes him so great.
And Takemaru, unfortunately, is B tier.
Yeah.
He doesn't get enough.
He's good. He's the best of this archetype, which is kind of the case for most of this cast.
Yeah, but he needed a route of his own that wasn't casual route.
Yeah, you want to talk about people that get absolutely shafted. Like, even Moko got an ending. Takemaru didn't really get shit.
No, not really.
Yeah.
The most he does is die gallantly.
Yeah. You go fucking scrape a number off his corpse.
Here's hoping for more Takemaru content.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, I'd love some more Takemaru.
Just not enough there to bump him up.
Mm-hmm.
Darumi, I'm gonna say is S tier.
I agree with that.
She's funny.
She's the funniest of the cast. She's the funniest character we ever had. And it is a goddamn travesty how much of the game she spends in the fucking dirt. Absolute
for
travesty.
how little content she gets, there's quite a bit of depth there.
Like, let's be clear. This motherfucker spends literally half the game dead, and there's too much of him.
Mm-hmm.
Darumi, almost the same, and there's not enough Darumi.
Yeah. Something that really strikes me about Darumi is that she's, like I said, she's just as self-sacrificing as Takumi, but she's like, she doesn't expect to be liked for it.
Yeah, she's kind of the opposite of him in a lot of ways.
And like, she's not like desperate to be loved, but she's like desperate to like give her love to someone else.
Yeah.
To like the first person who's nice to her.
Mm-hmm.
She'll do anything for that.
She just latches onto them. And like, despite what she might say, she does crave attention. She doesn't need people to like her. She just wants people to see her.
The very picture of an abused child.
It's in so many ways. Yeah.
Which is so hilarious because none of it's real.
Yeah.
I really want to see her reaction to learning that none of that's real. She might kill herself.
She might just actually kill herself. No, my memories. Why was it so horrible then? Yeah, no, that's like...
Or she might make a direct Danganronpa V3 reference.
Yeah.
That's why they needed to kill her.
Yeah. She's too powerful. She could reference too many things.
She would go, oh, we're doing this again? That's
shit.
Lazy writing.
That's lazy as fuck. Shut up.
Ato. As much as I hate him.
He's absolutely horrible, but he's also a really good character.
I'd say A. He's not quite S. He's a little too...
Yeah, we're not Fujos. This ain't the Fujo cast.
A little too wibbly wobbly on his characterization. He's kind of wildly different depending on the route.
Yeah. It much like Sire, which we'll get to in a bit. It's sometimes he's the mastermind Moriarty, and sometimes he's a fucking dipshit in the background.
So, Takumi and Ato are a lot like Sherlock and Moriarty if they both had like 50 less IQ points.
I was gonna say massive brain damage. Yeah, no, I get it.
Ato's master plan was to fucking starve himself, dude. He bonked Takumi on the head and left him for dead, and that was part of his master plan to sabotage the school.
Yeah.
Like, they present him like he's a fucking mastermind, but he's kind of a stupid opportunist.
No, you remember, fucking Takumi is his best friend. He can't kill his best friend.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's so gay for Takumi. And he hates him. But yeah, no, you're right. He's got some.
I think a lot of his characterization in the second half would make more sense if he also was able to keep memories between timelines, because he has a lot of motivation for a guy who's just been stuck in a cage since day 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like he doesn't get to see or do anything, but he's like, nah, I'm still gonna get you guys.
Like, there's no real logical reason for him to be as obsessed with Takumi as he is if he does not carry over his memories from the original timeline.
Yeah. Or maybe that was part of his programming. That's something else that they hint at that I hope we get more of, is whether or not he was intentionally programmed like that, or if it was by the Splinter group, or how they did that and what they did.
I want to say he was originally programmed to be the smart one, the clever one. the gay one. And yes, the Splinter faction fucked with his head, but
And I will say that part of the reason he deserves S tier is when he finds out, like, oh, my hatred for humanity is manufactured. What do I do? I hate you guys, but I know it's not earned. So what the fuck do I do with my life? And he has like a genuine crisis of identity.
that is an interesting part of him. I feel like they make that turn a little too quickly, but it is pretty late in the game, and they got to do that shit real fast.
Yeah, it would be nice if he had more time to develop that.
But we're not Fujo, so he stays in A tier.
He stays in A tier.
Tsubasa, however, gets booted right up to S.
I don't know. She didn't kill herself.
But she did kill Ato.
She did kill Ato. You're right. That just about makes up for it. Anyone who kills Ato.
But she also kills Takumi and Veshness.
Yeah, but if we're being honest, more people should have tried to kill Takumi. I think that's more a failing on everyone else's part that they didn't have the balls to kill Takumi sometimes.
Yeah.
For all the talk
Takumi
this
does
motherfucker does,
shit.
he never kills Takumi.
That is true. Yeah, Tsubasa, I feel like, is the dev's second favorite behind Ato.
She is definitely the, like, look, if Nozomi's dead, Tsubasa's number 2.
Maybe Hiriko, but Tsubasa gets a lot of stuff in routes where she doesn't really deserve it.
I think Hiriko is Uchikoshi's favorite. I think he probably had to fight some people on that one.
Now, Ima is either C tier or Gaku tier. He doesn't get anything, and what he does get is he's pretty annoying most of the time, honestly.
I am genuinely trying to find redeeming qualities for Ima, and I cannot. I cannot think of a single thing he did that was beneficial to anyone ever.
Like, his character traits are is a little asshole. He likes weird food, and he loves his sister.
Yeah.
Like, he rarely contributes anything to anything.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And
he doesn't
like,
do
he's
anything.
the first to turn on you at all times.
Yep. Yeah, like the most he gets story-wise is, I'm going to hold Nozomi captive so fucking Box of Calamity can happen.
So.
Or maybe that was Box of Blessings, either way. Yeah, no. I think Gaku tier squarely where.
Which is weird because Kako does kind of come into her own at times. She doesn't get enough content either, but like, I don't know where they dropped the ball on Ima because he doesn't really grows or changes that much.
They split they split a character's worth of growth between two characters, and one of them clearly got more than the other.
One got all the recessive genes, huh?
Yes, all the flawed recessive genes.
All the flawed recessive character growth. Anyway, Kako is also B tier.
Yeah, Kako, like, I don't think we need to split Kako.
Maybe A tier because she's funny, but
she is funny at times, and Kako G is at least
Kako
something.
G is a much more interesting character. If we had another portrait for Kako G, she might be A.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
We don't, so...
No, Kako by herself is fine B tier.
Sirei.
What a funny character that you get basically none of the first time you play the game.
Yeah. Sirei, he's the mascot character. He probably has the most lines in the game.
Oh, hands down, yeah. Funny, despite being dead for pretty much that entire first route, yeah, he probably does have the most lines.
The most voiced lines, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd put him in C tier, but like he doesn't really have any character growth, but also he's a robot.
Yeah, he like there are some routes where he does have more growth than others, where he is swayed by the students, and then there is some where he just whips out the cattle prod.
Yeah. He's kind of a very whimsical character.
Yeah. And then, much like Ato, there are times where, like, we know he has the power to stop Takumi's bullshit, but he just chooses not to. And I guess they kind of write in a reason for that, but it's still kind of bullshit.
I would like to see more from Sire's perspective and how much leeway he has with disobeying the will of humanity and how often he's actually trying to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I want to believe he's sincerely remorseful at the end of second scenario.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't want to do this, but
Look,
I'm programmed to do it.
I'm programmed to fucking kill all of you.
Nigo, I would put at C, despite being very funny.
Nigo is very funny, and I need to know Nigo's secret talent. It literally keeps me awake at night.
Yes. Karuwa is also C tier. She's not real.
She's super not real. Like, yeah, not Gaku, but not real.
Nozomi, I think, is also in B tier.
Yeah, she's the
For how much
driving
of the game
force.
revolves around her, yeah, she's kind of the Princess Zelda.
Yeah, she doesn't really do much outside of fucking, ironically, Killing Game when Tsubasa becomes main girl.
Yeah.
And she gets to have her weird mommy issue route.
I like her, and she has protagonist energy. If Takumi ever died, I feel like she would pick up the mantle.
Yep, I
but
agree.
That doesn't happen, so maybe in DLC.
Yeah, maybe some DLC. Girl power.
Kurara, I'm gonna say, is A. She's funny.
She's funny. She is the most Tsukihime that ever Tsukihime.
She hates Gaku, and I love that about her.
No, but also she kind of loves Gaku sometimes, and I hate that about her.
I do not ship those two.
Yeah. But
people who ship them just like conflict.
Sometimes the game does.
Yeah,
it's implicit a little bit.
I like the timelines where Gaku is dead and she isn't.
Yeah, so. Those are some of the best timelines.
Kyoshka, I think, is also, so in terms of character development, she's like a C, but in terms of being funny, she's an A.
Yeah. I feel like we can compromise and put her in B. Her character does not develop at all. It barely develops in dating sim mode where she gets a whole ass third of a route to herself.
So between her, Darumi, and Moko, they're just there to make fourth wall breaking references.
This is true. Yeah.
That is the purpose of their character.
Kyoshka is discount Darumi. When Darumi's dead, Kyoshka becomes Darumi.
Pretty much. I think her and Moko are kind of splitting that duty. But
yeah. But yeah, I agree. Like she's a good character. She just does not develop much.
Yugamu. In some routes he's super one note. In Killing Game he's like MVP.
Yeah,
gets some great stuff.
But
in every other route he's just saying "oh for the love of death" or "all for the love of murder" and making weird sexual advances on everyone. So maybe B tier, maybe C tier.
I think he's better than C because his Killing Game alone definitely puts him above C tier. But I agree. Like Sire, there are times where he's a genius and times where he's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
The highs are very high, but the lows are very low.
And Moko, unfortunately, I'm going to say is C tier. Maybe I'd like her more if I liked WWE references.
Yeah, same. She's a good girl, and I like her, and she's nice and sweet and very wholesome, and will also just fucking kill me, or at least break my spine, but that's kind of all she is. And I know we're not talking about combat, but her combat is also not very good.
Yeah. She does have the best ending to the Bond stories.
Yeah, absolutely 100%.
Again, just like weapons, it's all for that punchline at the end.
All for the punchline. That you're going to have to play on your own 3 viewers.
Yeah, not going to spoil that one. I'll spoil anything else.
Yeah. Play 200 hours. You let me know what you think. But yeah, no, I agree. Sadly, she's cast to the depths of C.
And Ava is S tier.
Yeah, yes, Ava's the mother of my children.
So she spends a lot of the game brainwashed, but when she's not brainwashed, she's so fucking base, dude.
She is. She's the fucking smartest, most like what the fuck are you people doing? Like why she's just so great.
So
And it's a shame that she's
I'm hoping we
brainwashed
get
so
more of her
much.
in the future. Yeah.
It
Yeah, she's just so much. She's so great when she's not brainwashed.
yeah. And
She
it's
is kind of funny when she's brainwashed in some routes, and in others, she's
yeah.
just there.
It's so funny how like when I was playing there was like I got to do one fight with her and then I spent like another 100 hours not being able to do anything with her in combat. And then there's just like a
Yeah.
couple of routes where it's like, yeah, you get Ava for a bunch of the time, and it very weird how they implemented her as a playable character.
Yeah. I'm wondering what the concept was for her. I guess they knew they wanted to have one traitor or something,
Yeah, they needed
but
like somebody that wasn't from the group.
and then they stuck her in Nozomi's class armor because budget.
Yeah. Can't use the cool form. It's the epitome of boss when you fight them and boss when they join your party.
I think it would be interesting in DLC if they allowed the kids to take like full commander forms
Yeah, that'd be cool.
as
Just
a
totally
power
fucking
up.
Hulk out. Yeah.
Moving on though,
Moving
Flame
on to
Boy,
Flame Boy, old Wet
Flame
Willie.
Boy RD. Um, he doesn't get a lot of character development. He's just kind of a nice boy
He is a
the
very
whole
nice
time.
boy. Yeah,
Uh,
it's not his fault, but he really doesn't get to do much.
he disappears for great chunks of the game,
Sometimes when we need him
and
most, ironically.
yeah, I'd put him at like B tier.
Yeah,
He's fine.
he's fine. I don't know if we want to do the commanders mostly
We can
because
do our favorite commanders, but most of them get nothing.
yeah. I'll be honest, just
Like
looking at
Murvram,
their faces right now, I couldn't tell most of them apart.
yeah. Like the only ones that really are of interest are like Murvram, or not even Murvram, Adamakyu.
Yeah, he's gets the most play in fucking
He probably gets the
Veshness
most.
route.
Turatami, I guess, has personality that you can see.
Yeah, she's got a little bit. You get to check out her House of Lies and
Oh,
Booby Traps.
but most of them you just don't get enough of, so
Yeah.
they're staying untiered, I think.
Yeah, I think they're fine right where they are.
Commune, I would put it C tier because, like C-Ray, she just becomes what the plot needs her to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's a brat, sometimes she's a good little baby.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that last thing is.
It's just I don't know if is it supposed to be because it's the black suit writing on the B, so it's just like the killing game sponsor, which is like 3
I
different
guess you can,
characters depending on when in the killing game you are.
yeah, you can call that Kako G, I guess, if you want.
Yeah, I guess we can call that Kakochi.
I put Kako G at A tier.
Yeah.
It's an interesting character.
Yeah, I would definitely.
As a representative of the Gi, as a antagonist. Yeah.
I'm very curious if there was a time where Nozomi G was supposed to be Kako G. And I'm wondering how that developed, if at any point they like split them off into 2 characters or what the deal is. Because like Nozomi gets Gi'd and does a little bit of killing, but that's it, and then it kind of never happens again. Whereas Kako G is like pivotal to a quarter of the game.
I want to say they were not split off, and Nozomi G is there to throw you off from Kako G.
Yeah, okay, I could see that. The white herring.
So red herring sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because like when I was playing Mystery Route at first, like obviously I didn't know that interdimensional travel was a thing.
Mm-hmm, same.
So I was thinking like, well, the only person who can fit inside dead Kurara's uniform that's still alive would be Ima. Turns out it was his twin.
Turns out it was his twin sister.
I don't know if that was an intentional misdirect on Uchikoshi's part, but I got misdirected.
Probably, but I just didn't even think about it. I was like, oh man, who could it be? I really don't know.
Well, I guess I'm the type to try to solve the mystery.
You are the
which
type
is why
to...
I hate Glass Onion.
There you go. It's brilliant. No, it's just
Ryan
stupid.
Johnson.
You can't say that about your own movie, Ryan Johnson. All right, well, there you go. That is another definitive tier list. 100% whole and definitive. No, I'm not making an account.
No.
Yeah, we can quit opera. We're done with opera.
There it is for the 4 people who've completed 100 lines.
Yeah, the 4 people who have 100%ed the 100 line. It's so funny because you want to make the joke. It's called 100 line because it's 100 hours. And it's like, fuck, I wish, man. I wish it was just 100 hours.
It's 100 lines because that's how many lines of Coke you'll need to finish.
Oh, yeah, let's do this. Another 20 lines tonight. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for doing this with me, Nick. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hell yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's, maybe we'll do more of these in the future. Who can say? At least we got our episode 0 in the bag now, though.
Hell yeah, that's content, baby.
That's content, baby. That's over 2 hours of content. Hell yeah.
And maybe next time I'll be something other than Eito Atsuki.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe there'll be multiple Eitos. Who can say? Maybe I'll just add another Eito every time.
Maybe you'll be Eito next time.
Maybe I'm the Eito all along.
No, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah, seriously.
Only Eito Atsuki would wish that on his worst enemy.
Or his best friend.
How often is it one and the same?
Far too
Pretty often in the toxic yaoi circles.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? All right. I'll catch you later.
Catch you later.
Bye, everybody. See you next time.
Farewell. Goodbye.